I'm just a firm believer in you're always being prepared for your blessings because blessings are huge. If I hadn't got prepared to get so many no's and to be closed on so many times, I wouldn't be able to appreciate all the heavy, great things that happened. So it was all preparation. I got into music because I joined a kid band when I was 13 years old. We were, touring as a kid band. We would just do cover songs. So we were going down to LA and doing songs and then coming back to class in our show clothes still with our suitcases. We were on America's Got Talent when we were 16 years old.
When you went a bit crazy, it was a bit crazy. But that is part of your magic. That's why we love you. You are a very, very talented performer. So don't be disheartened.
We lost, but we were so happy to have gotten that far or even been on the show in the first place. So that was a cool no, that was still a yes. I definitely thought that was gonna be who I was with forever. These are my brothers. It was just me and 5 boys. And we were 6 kids, traveling up and down California in a van, sleeping in the same hotel rooms. The manager was just shady. I went to a meeting with the rest of the band and we were just pulling up contracts. And I was the only kid to pull up by myself to this meeting with things underlined you said you would do this and this is supposed to happen and this didn't happen. I literally walked away from the table after the meeting and said I never want to be a part of this. I never want to do this again if this is what the music industry is. Having a great time and living your dream and then it being crushed due to, morality issues is heartbreaking. I literally went back to high school and got 2 regular jobs. I worked at Hot Topic, I worked at a burger spot, I was selling weed. I was at the burger spot, being a waitress, writing songs in my head. It wasn't for me. I decided I have to kind of step out on the limb here and I'm willing to risk not being financially stable and not being able to provide for myself, but I have to go out and chase my dream in some type of way.
Hey, this is Kehlani. You may know me from the band Pop Life. I came in 4th place on season 6 of America's Got Talent. Now I'm working on some solo stuff, still pumping out these covers and making some music.
My manager reached out to me on Twitter and was like, yo, you got a couple songs here and there. I want to come hear some more if you're down. He had just moved to LA. I just moved to LA. We both didn't really have anything. I played him a couple tracks and he literally came back the next day and was like, yo, you don't have to call me your manager, but I had this 6-month plan and if you're down and I change your life in 6 months, let's talk about something. And I was like, okay. And in 6 months, we dropped my first mixtape and went on my first tour. I've toured maybe 4 or 5 times. I've been to most countries and places I didn't even think I would have a passport. I get to provide for my family and I literally cannot wish for anything else.
Hello, I'm Kehlani, and I'm gonna sing Hero by Mariah Carey. There's a hero.
I would tell her to keep in mind things are coming, so don't beat yourself up too hard that you keep getting somewhere good and then falling and then getting somewhere good and then falling and then getting somewhere good because those falls are literally just to make the rises so much better. I'm Kehlani and this is how I made it.